The Stoic Code is not a set of rules. It is a way of living, a mindset, a practice. It begins each day with purpose, with intention, with awareness. You don't wake up chasing distractions or trapped by worries. You wake up knowing what matters. You control your mind. You control your reactions. You control your day. The Stoic Code teaches. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what you cannot. You cannot control the weather or other people's actions, but you control your thoughts, your choices, your actions. This is freedom, because you don't waste energy fighting the uncontrollable. You start your day with gratitude, not complaints. You appreciate what you have, not what you lack. This mindset changes everything. It creates peace. It creates strength. It creates resilience. You meet challenges with calm, not panic. You see obstacles as opportunities to practice virtue, to grow stronger. The Stoic Code values wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, wisdom to know what is right, courage to do it, justice to treat others fairly, temperance to control desires. These virtues guide every action, every decision, every thought. You don't seek pleasure, nor avoid pain. You accept life as it is. With grace and strength, you don't react to insults or setbacks. You respond with patience and reason. You live simply, avoid excess, focus on essentials. You value time above all, because it is your most precious resource. Each moment is a chance to practice the code, to live with integrity, to be true to yourself. You do not waste time on gossip, or anger, or envy. You choose your words carefully. Speak less, listen more. You respect others, but do not depend on their approval. You build inner peace, not from external praise, but from self-mastery. The Stoic Code is practiced in small acts, a calm breath in chaos, a kind word in conflict, a steady step in uncertainty. It is not perfection, but progress every day. Every moment, you forgive yourself. For mistakes, you learn. You move forward. You are not controlled by emotions, but you acknowledge them. You understand them. You do not let them rule you. The Stoic Code is about balance between action and reflection, between strength and humility, between ambition and acceptance. You do your best without attachment to results. You prepare for the worst without fear, because you know you can handle it. You cherish relationships, but do not cling to them. Because everything changes, you accept death as part of life, not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Living by the Stoic Code means waking each day with purpose, with courage, with peace. It means facing the world, not as a victim, but as a master. It means being present, fully, without distraction, without regret. A Stoic code is a daily practice, not a destination. It is a journey of becoming better, stronger, wiser. Each day is a test, each moment a chance to choose virtue, to live with honor, to walk with dignity. The Stoic code frees you from worry, from distraction, from despair. It connects you to yourself, to others, to the world. You live simply, speak truth, act with courage. You hold your head high, even when the world is against you, because you know true power is quiet, steady, unshakable. This is the Stoic code of daily living. Live it, breathe it, be it. You start your morning with intention, not rushing, not reacting, but choosing your focus. You remind yourself what is within your power and what is not. You let go of expectations, of outcomes, of what others think. You prepare to face challenges calmly, knowing they are part of the path. You practice mindfulness, being present in every action, every conversation, every thought. You don't waste energy on things outside your control. You conserve your strength for what matters. You cultivate gratitude, not for what you want, but for what you have. This daily mindset creates peace because you are not fighting the world. You are working with it. You face setbacks with resilience, seeing them as lessons, not punishments. You practice patience with others, knowing they too are struggling. You don't react with anger, but with understanding. You speak less to listen more. You choose your words with care, avoiding unnecessary conflict. You live simply, rejecting excess and distraction, focusing on essentials. You honor your commitments to yourself and others, because integrity is your foundation. You rest when needed, but do not indulge in laziness. Balance is key. You accept your emotions without being ruled by them. You acknowledge fear, sadness, joy, and anger, but you decide how to act. You seek wisdom daily through reading, reflection, and conversation. You remain humble in knowledge. You face your fears, not by avoiding them, but by stepping into them with courage. You prepare for hardship, mentally and physically, so you are not shaken when it comes. You do not blame others or circumstances. You take responsibility for your actions. You practice forgiveness, not for others' sake only, but for your own peace. You end your day with reflection, reviewing your actions and thoughts, celebrating your victories, learning from your mistakes. This reflection fuels growth and strengthens resolve. The Stoic code is a lifelong commitment, not a quick fix, not a checklist. It requires discipline, patience, and courage, but it gives back more than it takes. Peace of mind, strength of character, freedom from suffering. Living by the Stoic code means you are never lost because your compass is clear, your path steady, your purpose true. This daily practice shapes you not overnight, but day by day, moment by moment, you become someone who can face anything with calm, with clarity, with strength. The Stoic code is not easy, but it is simple, and it works. Live the code, and you live well. You wake up knowing the day will bring challenges, but you don't dread them. You welcome them as chances to grow. You remind yourself, control what you can, accept what you can't. You act with intention, not impulse, not reaction. You carry yourself with dignity, even when others don't. You guard your mind from negativity, from gossip, from petty anger. You choose to see the good, even in hardship. You practice kindness, not for reward, but because it is right. You listen more than you speak, because wisdom often comes in silence. You face your duties without complaint, without delay, without excuses. You take care of your body, your health, your strength, because the Stoic knows the body is a tool, not the master. You spend time in nature to remind yourself of what is eternal and what is temporary. You limit distractions, turning off noise, closing unnecessary tabs in your mind. You focus on one task at a time, doing it well, doing it fully. You avoid the trap of comparison, knowing that your path is your own. You celebrate small victories because they build momentum. You forgive yourself when you fail because growth is a process. You prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. You accept death as part of life, not something to fear, but something to understand. You nurture relationships, but do not cling, knowing that change is constant. You remain humble, knowing you are part of a greater whole. You practice silence to hear your inner voice. You choose peace over chaos, calm over anger, wisdom over impulse. The Stoic code is your anchor, your guide, your strength. It is not about perfection, but about striving, about becoming. It is the quiet voice that keeps you steady when the world shakes. It is the light that guides you home when the path is dark. Live the Stoic code every day, and you live a life worth living.